Greek accents, short and long Ultima effects. In this brief lesson, we'll cover the effect of a short or a long Ultima in a few instances. That is, the final syllable being short or long, what effect can it have upon the accent, particularly in nouns? So the rule of limitation means that a long Ultima prohibits an accent on the antepenult. That is, if the final syllable is long, then the accent cannot stand on the antepenult, that is, the third last syllable. So we have anthropos, anthropos. The Ultima, pos, is short, therefore an can have the accent anthropos. But when the Ultima, pu, becomes long, then the accent must come back to the omega, anthropou, anthropou. That is the general rule about short and long Ultimas. However, a final u or e, omicron iota or alpha iota in the nominative, in the F there, count as short for accent purposes. This is also true of third person plural verbs. But we'll worry about them another day. So in the ευθεία, η anthropou, est in ευθεία, est in anthropou, that omicron iota at the end counts as short, and so the accent remains upon the antepenult, upon anthropou, η anthropou. The same we find with feminine nouns, melite, the alpha iota counts as short, and so the accent remains upon the third last syllable, the antepenult, me, melite. An oxus, acute, on an ευθεία noun will typically become perispomenon in the genike and the dotike. What does that mean? What does that look like? Here we have adelpos, brother. The accent is oxus, it's sharp, acute, and it's on the Ultima. Adelpou, in the genike, it becomes perispomenon, becomes circumflex. Because the vowel has changed from short to long, it becomes a perispomenon. Same in the dotike, adelpo. In the ediatike, it is adelpon. Because it's short, and so generally the pattern is the genike and the dotike will have the same accent. The ευθεία and the adiatike will have the same accent. For similar reasons, a perispomenon on the penult, that is the second last syllable, will typically become an oxus in the genike and the dotike. What does that mean and what does that look like? Oikos, house, home, family. Oikos has a perispomenon, has a circumflex. In the genike, that turns into oxus, uku. Again, in the dotike, uko. But in the adiatike, it's back to being perispomenon because the adiatike and the ευθεία form a pair. Ugon. That's it for our brief lesson on the effects of the Ultima. We'll see some other effects of Ultimas in other patterns later, but that is all we're covering in this lesson.